Welcome back, boys and girls, to Josmino's Tropical Jungle Rimworld playthrough. Last time we left it, we'd almost got our kitchen set up, I think. So almost got the kitchen, almost got the freezer. Not too much more left to do on that. Oh yeah, and Engie was wandering around outside at night time by herself. Not the safest thing to do, especially in the jungle. So Engie probably needs to carry an alarm with you. Right, she's going to be finishing off that. Well, that's going to be wicked when it's done. Is that the butcher table she's doing? It is the butcher table. We will add a build to that. And butcher creature. And do that forever. Because meat is going to be needed for sort of like fine meals and stuff like that. So that's going to be quite useful. Okay, so fueled stove as well. That's good. They're going to be building the solar panel next, and once that is done, oh yeah, got the battery as well. We probably need to clear some space in the old in the freezer room, so if we just cut plants in there, get rid of everything. Oh yeah, I was making a guest, was it a guest room I was going to make here? What was we going to do here? Can't remember what we was going to make. We will do a guest room. We'll do quite a large guest room and have that as a... Or we could have that as a hospital, maybe? We could have that as a hospital room. Should we do that? Let's do that as a hospital room. And that'll be quite close to sort of like the medicine and stuff if we keep it in there. Sure, that sounds good to me. What we will do, though, we will wall in a little bit here. We'll create a door there, and we'll create a door there for the hospital. And then hopefully they won't walk as much dirt through, I believe. I'm pretty sure if you do that, if you do like a double door system, that they will leave the majority of the dirt from out here in this portion here. I'm thinking, anyway. I might be chatting absolute rubbish, I normally do, but I'm fairly certain that is what will happen. Wade, why are you sort of clowning around again? Cloud watching. That seems to be his like favourite hobby. Alla is up there, just sort of training for the World Championships again. Horseshoes. The horseshoes just like pretty much like a floor version of darts. It is, isn't it? It's like a dartboard on the floor, but with only the bullseye to aim for. Right, so they're going to roof that in, hopefully. We probably need to get a dumping zone, don't we, for all the rock materials. So what we'll do, we'll make one just here, and that can be, if we set it to rotten, set it to fresh, and set it to chunks, and have that as our preferred dumping site for rock chunks. If we drag and drop, well, not drag and drop, it'd be great if you could do that, wouldn't it? Just drag and drop the rock chunks into the pile yourself. No colonists needed. Right, that panda's still wandering around. Oh no, what are we doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Zone area. Clear build roof area. We don't want any kind of roof in there at all. And expand no roof area. Just bring that over there. And they should take away the roof, because the solar panel, if it's under a roof, they will be absolutely useless. Okay, so the inside has been done for the freezer, for everything else. There we go, the solar panel is working. That will be a -5 inside, hopefully. There goes the battery, and we probably want to whack down a power conduit just along there, just so it connects to the battery and stores the excess energy. If we make, while I remember, we make a stockpile for food, just sort of inside the freezer area, storage, make it sort of, this is going to be our important stockpile for food. And if we have animal corpses only, we don't want any human corpses in there at all, just want the animal corpses. We only want fresh, so take out the rotten. Manufactured, so if I'll clear all, actually, I'll clear all. Allow fresh, allow foods, allow animal corpses, and we want... we'll go medicine and drugs. We'll keep medicine and drugs in there as well. Okay, so by tomorrow, by the next day. This should all be up and running, albeit we need to clear out a larger area still of plant life in there. It's like a jungle inside. Should probably choose to cut down everything in the dining room area too, and the hospital. Let's go. Right, so they're doing that. That is beautiful. And what we'll do is we'll create some... Is that a wild boar in there? Yeah, a wild boar. Welcome to the wild boar. Yeah, what we'll do, whilst that's in there, we'll try and tame that then. Have we got anyone with decent sort of handling skills? Kenta and Engie as well. Engie, so... Yeah, and another thing she's absolutely talented at. So... If we get Engie while we're here, if we get Engie to prioritise cutting the banana tree, just while she's awake. We always do this one too. Right, prioritise doing that also. Right, there we go. So the wild boar, what would normally happen, I think, if you accidentally enclose or even on purpose enclose an animal inside, like a wild animal, they will try and sort of break through the walls to get out. Purely because they won't have any food, but if we keep him, if our colonists sort of keep attempting to tame him and keep feeding him, he shouldn't, while his food need is sort of fairly high, he should be sort of okay to sort of stay in there. So Engie is yet again making some more bows. Did we have anybody create all the tool belts and stuff? We haven't done that yet, have we? Let's have a look. Tool belts. Gear. No, we haven't. Right, so how much steel and stuff have we got? 416 steel. How much did I say we needed? Was it 150? So 50 times 350. I'll wait until all the bows are made for that. So we've got 4. So we have a superior, 2 normals, and a good. So Engie coming out on tops there, sort of making those bows for us, which is nice. Because it should mean that we're sort of some way to being prepared for any kind of raid. At least from range anyway. I would, have we got any brawlers? Let's have a look. Teetotaler, steadfast, 2, 3, 4, 5. No brawlers. I mean, I don't mind that, like, having no brawlers. Because then you can equip them with sort of whichever weapons you see fit. What I'd like to do as well is get a research bench up sort of fairly soon. In fact, I'll do that now. If we get a research bench up and sort of pop that in the middle there. Oh, it's in the middle? In the corner. Oh, somebody insulted somebody else there. Wade, were you involved in that? He was! Oh my god, he insulted Kenta. Wade. What an absolute savage. Right, so that boar is still in there. What's the work like? So, right, okay, sure. That's not too bad. We've got everything sort of set up pretty much the way we want it. Oh. Don't want to go in the managerial side just yet. Okay, so... Right, I mean, everyone is on construction. Although... Yeah... I would prefer it just to be Engie for the minute. Alright, so they're all asleep now. That's good. Get them all resting up and stuff. We need to, I'm pretty sure we need to get Engie into sort of more of a... like a regular sleeping pattern. Right, so that is absolutely every... Oh, Engie, that one's shoddy. Right, okay, who's the best shooters? In Engie again. Just the girl who's absolutely talented. Right, okay, so NG you can equip the... Oh no, that's Alan. Oh, Alan, no. If you equip the shoddy one, NG gets the superior one because she made them. Finn, you can have like a normal. Wade can have the good one. And Kenta can have the other normal one. Oh no, that's reserved. Equip shortbow normal. Okay, cool. Right, sorted. And we did make sure that everybody was on fighting, didn't we? As opposed to fleeing. Is this minus? This is -5 inside, so that's good. Bill's Butcher Creature, cool, we've got that. Also, if we do add Bill, and we have the Vegetable Garden mod, and we also have the barbecue mod on by a guy called Bacon Bits. I assume he's a guy. If you're not, I'm very, very sorry. But we also have Bacon Bits barbecue mod on as well, so you can make like bacon, barbecue meals, barbecue sauce and stuff like that. So in terms of what we'll do, we'll go cook fine meals first. We'll do until we have, and then we'll just change this, pause on completion, resume on low stock. This is the crafting hysteresis mod. If we just change that to 35, so what our cook will do, the cook will make the fine meals up until we have 35 of them in the stockpile. And then what will happen because of this crafting hysteresis mod, normally what would happen in vanilla Rimworld is if as soon as somebody eats a meal, your cook will then go and make another one, and because you have less than 35. But what crafting hysteresis does is if you cook a meal and you make your amount, so you've made all 35, if somebody takes one from the stockpile, it doesn't matter until you hit this number here. Now you can change your low stock threshold. So what will happen is your cook will make 35 meals, then it will pause the bill. That bill will be paused. And he won't resume cooking until you only have 5 left in stock, and then he'll go back and he'll start making more until you've got 35 again. And that is something which should, in my opinion, be in the vanilla game. But that mod is absolutely so useful. It's unreal. I really, really do rate it. So if you haven't already got it, just as sort of something which is purely vanilla and really should be in the actual game, crafting hysteresis is the one to have. Right, so we probably want stone cutting, although I might go microelectronics basics just to get a I will go microelectronics basics just to get some the high-tech research bench, so that does that quicker. So as you can see now, we've pretty much sort of cleared the area indoors. They will work on the hospital very soon. We will pop a cooler in the hospital just to sort of keep that room sort of nice and cool at some point in the future as well. I don't know if I'll do it just yet, but it's always an option. I will make some tools now, and I'm pretty sure NG will go and do this. If we have, we want 5 of each of those, so 5, 5, 5, and 5. And if we drop these on the floor, I mean, somebody else will probably come and haul them, so it might be sort of pointless going and doing that, but because what will happen is they'll make each of the tools, drop them on the floor, and then once you get once you get 1 of each, so an axe, a pickaxe, and a hammer, then use 1 of each of those to make the tool belt. So like I say, sort of people are just going and hauling them away. So it's probably pointless just sort of dropping them on the floor for the moment, because our guys are way too efficient currently. What I will do though is so I mean, growing is all on 4. So we've already got somebody who's idle. Wade is idle. So what we'll do, we'll create a growing zone, and we'll just sort of grow some bits and bobs for the moment. If we have a zone set up there, sort of 8 by 5 or 10 by 5, we'll go 10 by 5 and then 10 by 5, 10 by 5. We'll just sort of grow some stuff. If we grow some corn in that one, if we grow some, I think if we grow, what should we grow? We'll grow some aloe, just because aloe is I What's our growing skills like? So 4, 3, 5, 4, and 7. Finn is our most skilled grower, so we can't grow hill root, so aloe will be perfect. And then if we do maybe cotton. I think if we do cotton, that should be the other one. We can forage until the corn's grown. That's cool. I don't mind doing that. So this guy here, what's his needs like? So his food bar is almost full still. Social, who's he been interacting with? NG. Okay. So NG's attempting to work her magic on him. Just having a sip of lemonade there. I normally have a coffee next to me. Like, coffee is absolutely amazing. I'm seriously... I am addicted to coffee. I can't deny it. Coffee is literally like the best. Right, what we'll probably want as well is, if we look at the needs of our people, 8 without a table. So that is the next thing that we can sort of rectify. So if I go furniture, and I'll probably do the modular table. Should we sort of make one down in the corner? I feel like if we make one down in the corner 3 by 3, gives us 1, 2, do it like that. And if we make like a linkable store, 1, 2, 3, 4, that should be fine, I think. Saying that, should we do one more? Do one more modular table and then a linkable store, and that should be... That gives us a seat for everybody then, I think. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fucking hell. Counting with Jill's time. That's how inept I am. Alright, sure. We've got plenty of wood as well, which is really, really nice. 1,300 and... Oh yeah, okay, right, so you'll see there, it says your item Awful Pickaxe is infused. Just here, you can see, or we will do when Kenta has put that down, if we speed that up quickly. So sometimes items and that you make have a chance to be infused with certain sort of enchantments, if you will. So this one here is a heavy pickaxe. Awful quality. I have tinkered around with the chances of stuff being infused. I have lowered it quite considerably. I just felt that the infusions were a little bit too common, and I didn't want them to be all that common. So I have tinkered around with that, and the enchantments now only happen on a very, very rare occasion. So this one here doesn't change it by much. It's a common enchantment that it's been enchanted with, and it gives it 101% market value. So only 1% extra market value, and plus 2 melee damage. So despite being an awful pickaxe, and I think awful you normally get like a 3 melee damage. If we have a look and see what this is, so melee damage 5. So as you can see, the plus 2 melee damage on the 3 sort of gives a final value of 5. So I mean, it doesn't make it that much better, to be fair, but it's I quite like the infusions. It just sort of gives a sense of sort of like RPG to the game. Right, okay, so Disease Plague, we need to... Oh my god, it's NG. Right, so NG, you will need to rest up in bed ASAP. We do not want you to die, so NG is going to... we'll have you, Alec, on your way over here already. Already doctoring NG, good stuff. We just need to hopefully have NG sort of recovering ASAP. We're going to need to micromanage her a little bit for the moment. Just sort of keep her in bed, keep that... She has got a superior bed, and as we've turned that into a medical bed as well, she should sort of stay put for the most part. But immunity gain speed factor 110%, so... yeah, we pretty much need her to sort of stay put, because if she doesn't, then I'm pretty sure she'll get sicker quicker. Right, so a good axe there. Well done, Ella. Doing some good stuff. I did see something else which was infused as well. Did I see that? Oh yeah, Awful Hammer. So Awful Hammer of Scout. So 100%, 101% market value and 103% movement speed. So if you do equip that, it'll give you like 103 movement speed. So NG, let's have a look at you. So immunity 34%. So if we try and keep her in bed as much as possible, and just have all the rest of the guys going about doing their thing. So the table is built. We've got a little bit of research on the way. Probably want to... How many components have we got? Have we got... Right, what's the total amount of components we have? 3. Okay. So as well with this infusion mod is I've got it so that it is more common. The better the quality of the item. So for example, a poor item has a better chance of being infused than a awful item. And it goes up sort of in very small increments. Right, so I probably want to get the old vein miner out and mine out this compacted machinery, just so we can build a high-tech research bench when we have it available. So build complete, making a hammer, so that should be axe, pickaxe and hammer is all complete, so tool belts now for everybody. I just need to monitor NG again, so plague miner still. And so let's just sort of keep an eye on her. She does need treatment in about 5.5 hours. So I'm really hoping that she doesn't die. If she dies, that is a very, very bad start to our Rimworld career. NG, where are you going, man? Get back to bed. Good stuff. Thank you very much. Obeying nicely. Right. So that's all of them in there. We're out of food as well, so we do need to harvest some stuff. Let's have a look. Right, we'll keep it on sort of like double speed for the moment while we're having a look around. Peach tree, yes, yes, yes. All about those peaches, walking along the beaches. Manhunter pack. Oh, okay. Right, it's probably going to be a single elephant. It is a single elephant. There we go. Right, what's the speed of the elephant? The speed is 3.8. Who have we got who's fairly quick? 3.22. So Kenta, with his bad back, his moving's weakened, so he's got a very, very low movement speed. 4.58, so Wade, you could be the one. Allah, let's have a look at you. 4.58 as well. Finn, 4.61. So, Wade and Finn. I think if we go Wade, Finn and Allah too. Where's our base? It was around by the panda, wasn't it, somewhere? Here we go. Right, sure. So Wade, Finn, and Allah. So if you hold shift and then click on each of them, you can just sort of select those guys. If we draft, and if we... Where's the elephant? Where is the crazy elephant? Oh, this is what I love about this this thing. Just put an arrow on wherever it is you need an arrow. Okay, so if we bring them up here. Alright, the elephant is there. And Finn is going to be our guy who kites the elephant. Oh, no shots in him so far. There we go. Right, okay, so 1 shot, 2 shots in the elephant, 3 shots in the elephant now. That's good stuff. Elephant now has a movement speed of 1.94. So we should be able to get away from him sort of fairly easily. Mahogany. Well, we're looking at the mahogany tree. The mahogany tree has a movement of 0. Right, so 1.86 still, and let's have a look at his health. His health is 42. So what we can probably do, if we move sort of up here... Oh, no, actually, we want to back away from him. If we back down this way... Missed shots right there. Oh, come on, guys. One more. 1, 2. Right, okay, let's back off a little bit more. Let's back off over here. Right, and there's some cargo pods landed nearby too. Right, okay, so let's come up here. Oh, 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 come on. Well, this elephant is taking an absolute beating. Oh, there we go. Right, sure. Okay, right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to undraft these guys now. I'm going to have a quick look at see who's the best doctor. So Finn, 11 out of 20. Now Finn could come in handy. If we, what we'll do, I'll put an animal sleeping spot, sort of just inside here. My dog is going crazy. Right, if I put an animal sleeping spot just inside there, and we will have Finn. Where's Finn? We'll have Finn rescue the elephant. If we do that, Finn can then. If I change all of these guys to 2, apart from Finn, then he should treat the elephant. And he should, right, if I just pause that there, he should get some extra medicinal skills. So he's on 9787, there we go, 9879. And he should increase that. So there we go, he's earning some XP for treating the elephant. And hopefully, what we might be able to do is tame the elephant as well. So if I harvest that peach tree, and if we get sort of, we'll get Kenta to prioritise cutting the peach tree, because our guys are starving at the moment. We need some food, and we desperately need some. If I have a look around for, let's have a look at, see what else. That cherry tree behind there, 83%. Cherry tree ready to harvest. We'll have Wade coming down and grabbing the cherries, prioritise cutting the cherry tree. Okay, right, let's have a look at this elephant. So he's still quite cut up. So Finn is, or should be, earning sort of a fair amount of XP. He might even level up. Oh, hello. Right, Finn and elephant have formed a bond. Finn has named him Linus. So Linus the elephant. Okie doke. Right, so we have tamed an elephant then. And we should, if we have a look at the animals tab now, if we train the elephant in hauling, eventually the elephant will be able to haul stuff around. So that elephant is now fully healed. Disease, malaria. Wade has got malaria and Kenta has got malaria as well. So Wade, and if we change his bed to a medical bed, and Kenta, so Wade, rest until healed, and Kenta, rest until healed. And then what we'll do, Finn, if you can treat Wade please. NG, how are you getting on? Plague Major, oh my god, right, NG will die, I'm pretty sure she will die. Fairly certain she will. So we're pretty much, I think, we're pretty much trading out NG for an elephant. So NG, the elephant, packed her trunk and said goodbye to the colony. Off she went with a trumpety trump. Trump, trump, trump. Right, I'm pretty sure that's where we're going to leave that then. Episode 3 done and dusted as Alla goes off and starts digging at the compacted machinery. So we had, obviously, NG go down ill with the plague. I don't think she's going to recover. Kenta and Wade have gone down with malaria. And Linus, the man-hunting elephant, is now a member of the colony. So hopefully he'll come in handy. And hopefully NG doesn't die, but I'm pretty sure she will do. And we'll see you guys next time for episode 4. No, not episode 4. Episode 4. Thank you very much for watching. See you again soon. And don't forget to like and sub. Goodbye.